was happy about that. But, it felt good. I mean, for the most part, I was a little rusty here and there, but it felt good just to be able to help my team and most importantly, us to get a win.
No restrictions on the groin or anything like that?
Nah, I mean, it's not 100%, but it's close. I mean, I can still feel a little bit, but that's just going to happen just because it's a big muscle. So I'm just going to continue to get treatment, continue to try to let it heal as much as I can and keep fighting.
Coach said that, when he talked to you on the phone, presumably from San Antonio or whatever, he said that, the team coming off the road trip, they were going to lean on you and need a spark from you tonight. Yeah,
he told me that, and I just try to do what I can to bring energy and to be that guy. My job is to make plays for others, make plays for myself, and I tried to do that as best as I could, especially being out a week. I knew I would be a little rusty and a little tired here and there, but I'm just glad we got the win.
How did it feel that you finished in a tie with Isaiah last year? And how important is it for you to get these games, knowing that this game may be the difference between you being where you want to be seed-wise?
I mean, it's very important. All these games are very important because the standings are so close, and they're probably going to be like that the whole season. So, I mean, we got to understand that every game, the next game is the most important game, no matter who we playing. If it's a good team or bad team, we gotta be ready mentally and physically, and that's the next step for us. So we're trying to continue to gain confidence, and hopefully we can run off a few games in a row.
Looked like Bellinelli tried to shake your hand after that foul. Did you say anything back to him?
Nah, I just got up on my own. I mean, if it's not my teammates, then don't help me up.
No, but he walked up to you at the line.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hear that. But
that get you fired up a little bit after that hit?
I mean, I guess. I got 2 free throws, so I was happy about that.
And you hit the 3.
Oh, yeah. And I was in his face as well, but I guess. I don't know. I didn't really, after it happened, I didn't really think about it no more.
I think they went on that 7-0 run there in the fourth quarter, and that's been a couple of times this year. This team hasn't exactly responded in that situation. Tonight, you guys run off 15 points in a row. What went into that run?
We got stops. And got out and running. And one thing we did in the fourth quarter, we just spaced the floor and made plays for each other. The guys hit big shots. We know they're a big team on helping and really crowding the ball. And our guards got in the paint and made the right play. And but it started on the defensive end. We got stops and got going. So I think if we can continue to do that, I mean, it's tough to guard us, especially when we're in transition.
Is that a little more like last year? You guys grinded out and then the shots come?
Today was one of those games. I mean, both teams didn't shoot the ball that well, but we kept at it. We kept the confidence. We stayed the course, and we came out on top.
How did your leg feel running up and down?
It felt good. It just gets tight. Like when I sit on the bench, I try to, especially in the third quarter when I came out, I just tried to continue to stretch it, get a heat pack on it. But that's what the doctor said it's going to do. I mean, especially when you go from 0 to 100, and then you come out, it's going to get tired of you. And that's the stuff I can feel. It's not really too much pain. It's just the muscle is tight.
So do you tell Brad it's getting tight, put me back in, play me the whole fourth quarter?
Shoot, he did it. So maybe we can work with that. But I didn't tell him nothing. That was on him, and I'm happy he did that.
Yeah, what went through your mind when he called you in that timeout after the third?
Oh, I was surprised. I was like, dang. I don't know. I just had to perform. But when he did, he brought me out a little early in the third. But I didn't think he would bring me back that early in the fourth. So when he called my name, I was surprised. But that's him. So I was ready to play.
Were you lobbied to do it more often?
Oh, I could do it. I could do it every game, really. But that's his decision, and I'll go on that.
Al told us he feels like this team is pretty close to kind of starting to figure things out. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, we just got to somehow, some way put it together. I mean, we know we can be a very good basketball team. We just got to be a more complete basketball team. And every day we got to expect to be great out of ourselves and play with a sense of urgency. I think that's what Coach talked about today is we got to want it more. We got to want to win more, and we got to hate to lose. And I think guys have that mindset today.
Defensively, do you think that it's starting to, both from playing and observing for a week, do you think it's better than it was? Or?
Yeah, it's definitely better. I mean, we just had, against really good teams like the Spurs, we just had too many lulls in that game where they capitalized on the mistakes that we made. But for the most part, we're getting our swag back on that end, and then we still got a ways to go, but we're going to continue to grind it out.
Speaking of observing, how difficult is it for you to watch and not be able to play, and not only watch but watch the team lose while you're not out there?
It's tough. I mean, but you just got to remain confident and hope the next guy just steps up and takes advantage of his opportunity. We have trust in all these guys in this locker room, but it is tough to sit out. I mean, I hate sitting out, even if I had to, like this past week. But I just try to do the best I can to get back as fast as possible, and then I was here to help my team tonight.
Take on a little bit of a maybe coaching role, not obviously during the game, but after the game. Do you see things when you're watching on TV that you try to tell some of the guys at all?
I mean, they were on the road, so I wasn't able to, other than text messaging.
Right.
But I just tried to let them figure it out. I didn't want to. I know Brad was on them a lot anyway on that road trip, so I didn't want to be another coach and them ignore my texts. So I just they know what we didn't do at a high level, and then we fixed it tonight.
Did Danny have to tie you to the training table so you wouldn't catch a flight out to San Antonio?
Yeah, Danny was on me. I didn't really like talking to Danny last week because he kept saying I wasn't going to play anyway. So it was kind of his decision. But I got to be smart. It's just tough sitting out, especially like I feel like if I could walk, I could play. That's the tough thing about it.
How different do you feel now than you did in those games?
I mean, I feel better, but I can still feel a little bit. But like I said, doctor said that's going to be like that for a little bit until that muscle fully heals, and we're just going to continue to do treatment a couple times a day and then just go from there.